let's talk about the 3 keys to the right neighborhood here. So these are the things that JWB looks at when we have purchased. Now we've purchased over 3,000 properties in our existence here since 2006. And these are some of the characteristics that we think are the most important. So hopefully you guys will follow these same characteristics that have served us and our clients so well for so many years. The first one is that when you're investing in rental properties, you want to be in below middle income neighborhoods. Okay, that might surprise some of you, right? And I'm going to throw this question out there to all of you. Why do you think, this is a good opportunity for you to take the lead for your Rich Dad Poor Dad ethical bribe here, but why do you think it's important that you be investing in below middle income neighborhoods, maybe as opposed to middle income or above middle income neighborhoods? Why do you guys think that is important? I can see we've got Juan said they'll be renting than buying. That is a great point, right? That you have more renting going on in below middle income than buying, so you have significant rental demand. It's a very good point. Let's talk a little bit more about cash flows and returns, because at the end of the day, the reason why everybody is coming to this asset class is because you got to get more rental income coming in than expenses, right? You got to make this a positive cash flow situation. And of course, you want to be able to hold on to this for long-term growth, right? Well, if you want to go to those middle income and above middle income neighborhoods, you're missing the first point. Because if you run the numbers on those types of neighborhoods, the purchase prices are too high there. The expenses will not be covered by the rental income. And so to Yuan's point, where you have less rental demand in those higher end neighborhoods, so rents do not keep pace with prices. And so if you go to the neighborhoods that look the best, right? The neighborhoods that are middle income and above, it might look good to you. You might be able to show all of your friends and family, hey, look, this is a nice house. You can put it on your refrigerator and show everybody. But at the end of the day, you're going to be in pain when it comes time to look at your cash flow, because it's going to be negative if you go to those types of neighborhoods. Now, on the other side, you've got low income. You know, if you need to think about what low income looks like, go back a few slides here, right? What I just showed you, that's a low income neighborhood, and you don't want to go there either. We're going to talk more about that in just a second. And Keith and Alexa and Jamie, thank you all for jumping in here too. Keith says that they're more likely to rent versus buy, so the same point. Alexa says that they're affordable to a larger audience. That's very important as well. And then Jamie says higher rents, more potential tenants, better cap rate. All very good points there, right? Jamie, especially when we're talking about cap rates, the main point I wanted to drive to everybody is that you have to give up something in all investments. You've got to be comfortable. If you're investing in rental properties and you want it to cash flow, you've got to be comfortable with it not being the most visually appealing neighborhood out there, because the most visually appealing neighborhoods do not meet your cap rate standards or your return on investment standards, right? Those are very similar in that case there. So thank you all for jumping in there. Kate, you're going to have a tough decision here as far as who is going to be that lucky listener here. So below middle income is what you want to focus on there. And you want to be surrounded by jobs. We're going to talk a little bit about that today here. And the third point is your crime. You want to be in a neighborhood where there is not violent crime for obvious reasons there.